There's an earthquake. Oh no, what would happen to Estee's family now? What are they going to do? In today's episode of How to Survive the Science Way, Science Times will tell you how to survive an earthquake inside a car, one of the times where duck, cover, and hold are not enough. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more survival tips. An earthquake usually lasts 10 to 30 seconds, followed by aftershocks or small tremors after a few minutes or an hour. It may even be longer than a minute. Standing on 2 feet while feeling the ground move is scary enough, but how would you react if you found yourself in the middle of pandemonium inside your car? And worse, your surroundings scream danger everywhere. When you are inside a vehicle, your first instinct is to drive fast to get to your destination, not to get caught up by the earthquake. But unless you are having a death wish, go ahead and do that. If you wish to live longer, do not panic, and keep your composure so that you can think clearly. The first thing you need to do is stop driving immediately. But before you hit the brakes, make sure not to do it abruptly to avoid collisions with the vehicles behind. Pull over at the side of the road where no dangers are waiting, like a utility pole and other cars driving too fast to flee from the situation. If possible, look for an open area to ensure you are safe from any building or establishments that might collapse and crush you. Turn off your engine to avoid a possible explosion of your vehicle's engine. Put your car on the emergency brake so you will not accidentally bump into other vehicles near you when the road becomes unveiled. If you are on an overpass or a bridge, get to solid ground as much as possible. Remember to avoid expansion joints on the highway because the chance of an overpass collapsing during an earthquake is high. If you are in a tunnel or an underpass, get out of it if possible. But if you do not have the time, for the road you must take is still long, stay inside your vehicle and fasten your seatbelts. If you find yourself in the middle of the skyway, which you have already gone far enough to come back to and still far enough to exit, park your car in the nearest safest area and sit upright. Don't ever get out of your car. In times like this, staying inside will be the best option for you and your family. It will be a recipe for disaster when you decide to run for your life on foot. But if the vehicle you are in is severely damaged by debris or starts smelling like gasoline, it is the only time that it will be much safer for you to get out of it and look for a safer place. Only use your phone to contact authorities and receive alerts. As much as possible, save your phone battery because it may come in handy when asking for help and assistance. If there is no longer a signal on your phone, try turning on the radio to hear real-time news about the earthquake. Once everything has subsided, observe the surroundings and see if you can come out of the area you are in. If your car has been damaged by debris, do not take care of it alone. Get your phone and call the authorities, as removing it without proper gear poses many dangers. Just like when the earthquake started, fight your instincts to get out of your car and escape the situation immediately. Doing that will lead you to more harm, as there might be aftershocks. It is important to note that you can only get out of your car if it is severely damaged or reeking of gasoline. There may be a chance that your car door and windows stopped functioning because of the damage, leaving you and your family trapped inside. If that happens, make as much noise as you can and ask for help outside from authorities. Check for any injuries of the people inside the vehicle. Treat any wounds immediately. This is why it is essential to always have a first aid kit with you. A stock of food and water is always good, especially when experiencing a disaster like an earthquake, for an intake of quick food energy to avoid losing consciousness and liquid so as not to get dehydrated. Another thing to remember is that earthquakes can disrupt the overlaying ocean. Because of that, a tsunami is likely to happen. If you heard a tsunami alert from the radio or through your mobile phone, evacuate and leave the vehicle immediately. You cannot outrun a tsunami, so it's best to go to higher ground. Remember, it takes only 18 inches of water to sweep your car away helplessly. But it all happened quickly, and you are still inside. Put your car along the direction of the wave to lessen the chances of it flipping over. Before your car gets sunk underwater, make sure to open all the windows of the vehicle. Swimming out of the wave will give you a better chance of surviving than trying to get out of your sunken car. Estee, wake up, we're here. It seems like Estee had a terrible dream, but no matter what it is all finished now. She can now find peace in the beautiful scenery in front of her. Enjoy your vacation, Estee. Even in her dreams, Estee seems to enjoy the vacation despite the earthquake. Did you see her riding on her rollerblades? If you did, comment below. Be sure to subscribe to Science Times, as we have more tips on surviving the science way in store. You can also check out the other videos in the series on our channel. See you again in the next episode.